All right, so this is our last one, and these are good old box plots. I know this is maybe not everyone's favorite thing to do, but it is something that is definitely going to be on the assessment, and it is something you'll be using in statistics as you move on in your educational careers. So let's see. So we're looking at this person's box plots, and for the most part, it looks like it could be correct because it looks like they have the box plots there. But if we look at how this person found where the dots lie and where the whiskers of the box plot lie, we can see that there possibly have been some errors, because remember what I always tell you, whenever you get a data set, the first thing you need to do always is you need to put your data set from least to greatest. And if you look at this data set, you can see 22, 24, then we jump up to, I believe that's 54, 51, 83, 83. So this data set is definitely not in order from least to greatest. Okay, and it looks like this person just went ahead and just found the median by going to the middle, but it's not the accurate median because this data set is not put in order from least to greatest. And also, if you see the dots, so the 5-number summary, if you remember for box plots, I'm going to write this at the top, I suggest you do the same. 5-number summary consists of, for a box plot, it's the 5-number summary is where all the dots lie in the box plot, is going to include the following. It's going to have the least valued number. I'm going to put a little arrow here. Least valued number, greatest value number, median, and quartile 1, or first quartile, and third quartile. Okay, so if you look here, it looks like this person put the median at 55 when that is not the median or the correct median for this box plot. And the least value number is not at 15, and the greatest value number is definitely not in 110 because that number doesn't even exist in this data set. And that's okay though, because I kept seeing this happening in the box plots. I saw a lot of people putting their dots at the very ends of the number line, and that's not the accurate places to put your dots in the number line because those aren't the least and greatest numbers in this specific data set. Okay, so make sure that you're putting your dots in your correct place. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that correction for this first one. Okay, so I know there's a lot of numbers here, but the first thing we need to do, and I already said it at the beginning, we have to put our numbers in order from least to greatest. So let's put those numbers in order from least to greatest. Okay, so we have these numbers right here at this data set. So go ahead and try doing that on your own first and see if you accurately put them in order from least to greatest. So pause the video, put them in order, and then check back in the video and see if you did it correctly. Okay, so if you did if you put the numbers in order from least to greatest accurately, you should have this order: 51, 54, 66, 68, 74, 83, 83, and 95. Okay, now to find the median, of course so we already know just from putting our numbers in order from least to greatest, the first two dots where we're going to put on our number line, we're going to put it at 22 and 95. Okay, because remember the 5-number summary of our box plot, you need to put a dot on the least value number and the greatest value number, and that just by putting it in order from least to greatest, we already know what number it's where those dots are going to be. So find your 22, so 20, 21, 22, so right here, and then find your 95, and your 95 is right here. Okay, so we have 2 dots down. Okay, now we got to find our median. So to find a median, you can count going from out going in, or we can do the cross out method. So I'll do the cross out method. So let's see. And we have an odd set of numbers. So if you have an odd set of numbers, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If we have an odd set of numbers, you already know we're only going to have one number in the center because it's an odd set of numbers. So you just got to find one number. And there it is, 66. That's our median. So now we got to put a dot above 66. So find 65 here, and then put a dot right above 66. And that's our median. Now we just got to find our first quartile and our third quartile, or the lower quartile and the upper quartile. Okay, so since there's only one number in our median, we can just look at the lower half starts right here, right before the median, and our upper half starts right after our median. See how that works? Because in our last problem, remember when I said you have two numbers, then you have to include that number in the median. But because there's only one, this is our lower half. We don't include the median. And this is our upper half, which again, does not include the median. Okay? Because there's only one number in the center. Okay, so now we can just find the median here. And there it is, 35. Find the median for the upper half, so I'll just count out going in, and 83. Okay, so there's our first quartile, and there's our third quartile. Okay, so now we just got to put a dot above 35. And then we got to put a dot above 83. So 80 is right here. Count 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now we just got to draw the box and draw our whiskers. So I like to do it like this. I like to connect my lowest number to the first quartile, and then connect my greatest number to the third quartile, create that box around it, then draw. Remember, you have to draw a line through the median. Even though there's a dot there, you need to draw a line through the median. So this box plot looks a bit different from this one because we have the accurate lowest number and the accurate highest number, and we have the accurate median. Okay, so now that you know how to do this one, so analyze what this person did on this second one and try to see if you can make the correction on your own. And I will come around and I'll be checking to see if you are doing this part correctly. Okay, then once you do that, check. Do you think this person made a computational error, a careless error, or a conceptual error? So I want you guys to do this on your own. Make this box plot on your own and try to figure out the computational error, the careless error, and figure out if it's a careless error, a computational error, or a conceptual error. Once you do that, I'll be checking around, I'll be stamping it, and once you finish that, go ahead and move on to your next assignment. Tofi. So a lot of you have been asking about my dog. This is Tofi, and this is how she looks. She is the sweetest dog ever. She's quite sleepy. She just wants to sleep right now, and I think I'm just bothering her now. So say hello. No, you don't want to talk? Okay, that's cool.